Audra attempts to impersonate Tucker as Victor receives startling news. Hello everyone, my name is Oliver. Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Nate finds Devon in his office and asks him if he can take a break. Let me buy you a drink at the club. Devon believes it's the best offer he's had all day. Tucker approaches Audra's table at the GCAC and sits down. She charges his drink to her account, and he assumes he will receive a deluxe apology. He says he hadn't expected to hear from her. She fishes to learn about his ambitions. He wonders if his pitch got under her skin or if he's simply irresistible. Audra believes his offer to work with him at Glissade is too good to pass up. Tucker wonders her change of heart. You were done with me. Audra says she has decided to quit Newman, effective immediately. There is no upward mobility for her there. Tucker looks amused and replies, "You just realized this." He believes something must have occurred. She inquires whether his offer is still on the table. Tucker suggests that if she is honest, it could be true. He suspects that Audra did not leave Newman Media. Nikki fired her. What did you do to lose your job, Audra? Audra dodges his inquiry and says that it isn't the lovely conversation she had hoped for. Tucker notices her studying Nate as he enters. He notices that they are giving each other the look. Something's going on between you two, and I'm sure it's related to you quitting Newman Media. Devon at their table asks Nate, "You're not still friends with Audra, are you?" Nate tells him that while they are still polite to each other, it is not a friendship. He shouts about her codependency on the terrible Tucker before apologizing. Devon claims he learned the truth about his father months ago. Nate expresses gratitude for their reconciliation, saying, "Family is everything." Devon will not reunite with Tucker. Everything he says is a lie. Across the room, Audra and Tucker joke about her change of heart. He argues that he bared his soul to her earlier and she shut him off, but now she seems to hear him. Filled with remorse, she hung up her phone at Newman Media. She is maintaining a subtle gaze towards Nate, who is located across the room. He is extremely curious as to how long of a deception she is perpetrating. "I'm certain you're eager to divulge your current activities. In what way does Nate blend in?" Audra asserts that she finds him appealing and simply enjoys observing him. Tucker reflects, "He continues to observe you. You and Nate are up to something." Audra responds, "You are entirely correct. We are currently co-sleeping." Tucker retaliates, "You are not. I could care less, however, even if you are." The purpose of her use of him is unknown to him. He is aware of this. Audra desires to deliberate on his offer. Tucker will give it some thought. "We shall see you around." Devon and Nate are greeted as he passes. "Respected gentlemen." Victor calls Nikki's office and informs her that when he visited the space, he discovered that the door was secured. Nikki elaborates that she went for a stroll as a mental cleanser. Victor observes the extreme weather. Nikki inquires whether it is still necessary for him to see her. "I shall approach you." Once she has severed the connection, Jack urges her to just tell him. Nikki is adamant that it is optimal. Victor is unaware of his involvement. She requests that he pay homage to her stance. While discussing her desire to consume alcohol, Jack recommends that she approach it gradually, either on a daily or minute-by-minute basis. Nikki feels exasperated. This was something she ought to have defeated weeks ago. She is concerned about how Victor would react if he discovered she was relying on Jack. He would suffer severe injuries. Jack instructs her to take a deep inhalation. While Nikki abhors deceiving her spouse, she is obligated to spare him. "I am capable of handling it." An unexpected response from Jack is "Oak." She expresses gratitude, but immediately loses her temper when he discloses that he was in the pub with Victor at the time she called him. That is precisely what you are prohibited from doing. Nikki is enraged that Jack pursued Victor in an attempt to interrogate him. Jack was attempting to determine the current state of his thoughts. Everything was fine, Nikki. He has gained valuable information from that man before, and that information is that he is so deeply in love with her that he may consider him for sponsorship. Nikki will ensure that he is completely unaware of this. They argue, but Nikki remains unyielding. She is unable to expose her chaotic state to Victor, but she is in need of the solace and understanding of someone who can relate to her situation. Jack nods and states, "I'm your guy." While Victor is contemplating Nikki, Nick enters the office and requests that he join him for a beverage. Victor reports that he and his mother are having supper. Nick inquires about her well-being. Victor believes that she is feigning her strength. "I am not pleased with Jack Abbott's intrusive behavior." Nick is informed of his bellying up to the bar in order to pose inquiries. He is uncertain of his knowledge. Nick is not concerned about Jack, as he recognizes the importance of exercising caution and is motivated by the best interests of Nikki. Given his knowledge of her alcohol consumption, it is logical that he would experience concern. Victor murmurs that neither they nor Nikki require his concern or assistance. Nick and Victor are joined in the office by Nikki, who apologizes for causing him concern earlier by heading for a walk. Nick observes that it is extremely cold outside. Nikki asserts she has secured a new patron with whom she plans to collaborate. Are sturdy and serene, so they work nicely. Nick declines Victor's invitation to dinner, saying he must get home to Christian. Jack reveals to Diane at the Abbott residence that they were nearly caught in the closed office by Victor after Nikki called him. He despises his agreement. Diane inquires about her well-being. "Not well," Jack says. "Her welfare concerns me. Nikki has fought this war before, and he knows it. She's going to great lengths to appear to be in command. He shouldn't take this on at the moment, according to Diane. She shouldn't be worried," Jack tells her. A glass of champagne and a night of dancing are in his future. That sounds great to Diane. Sharon is conducting an online staff meeting on the patio of Crimson Lights. Nick is captivated by what he sees. After assigning them a task, she says goodbye. As Nick gets closer, he exclaims, "Wow, you're just great." Sharon wants to know what is so remarkable to him. According to Nick, she is absolutely furious with Cassidy. They talk about how she should hire younger employees. Having her as a guide is a blessing, in Nick's opinion. Her ability to keep the coffeehouse running as she tackles this is astounding to him. According to Sharon, she has sought help from Esther but still feels unable to sell. She expresses her gratitude to him for recognizing that she is juggling multiple tasks. As far as Nick is concerned, she will keep dominating. Sharon inquires about his well-being. "Well, I'm dull compared to you," Nick says with a returned to Paris. After telling him it's none of his concern, Jack poses the question, "How would you know that anyway?" With a mischievous grin, Tucker says hi. His life's work is amassing knowledge. Diane swaggers away, and Tucker assumes that Ashley heeded his counsel and returned to the cafe, where she will discover her error. The alternative, according to Jack, is that he has been lying the whole time and that Ashley would never forgive him once she gets back. Plus, you're about to experience the loneliest period of your life. No amount of fantasies can keep you warm. As Diane and Jack head to a table, Tucker bursts out laughing. Victor might be correct about his mother covering up her problems, Nick says Sharon on the patio of Crimson Lights. With the support of others around her, Sharon will be able to regain control of the situation. Sharon claims she is betting on Nikki, but Nick is worried that she might not be able to pull it off. This is something she has done before, and she will do it again. When Nikki asks Victor about his conversation with Audra, he says it was in society. She has a sneaking suspicion he doesn't approve of her behavior. Victor states that she is free to decide. Nikki promises not to overwhelm herself, but to get everything done. A member of Victor's squad calls to inform him that a big fire broke out in the prison where Jordan was being housed. The number of casualties with survivors has not been announced yet. It is Victor's request that he keep him updated. He asks Mickey what's wrong when he disconnects. "Just business, baby," Victor says. "No need to be concerned." Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my Audra Media to our channel and stay with Tios.